Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Amanda Waldhart, and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Welcome, welcome. So today for our weekly Wednesday, if you are watching me on YouTube, thank you so much. First of all, let me just pause myself. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you so much for watching me and taking the time. If you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching me on my blog or on at amandasinspirationstation.com or on Facebook at Amanda's Inspiration Station. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. So today we're going to do something a little bit different for my weekly Wednesday projects. Usually I come on and I pick a stamp set or a bundle and I create two things, either two cards or a card in a 3D project. Today, I'm actually going to go over and talk a little bit about my monthly creating card club. And the reason why I want to go over that today is I actually tried to do a Facebook Live last Thursday, but I couldn't get my devices to hook up and connect with each other to do that so that I could use my iPad with my phone and use my Switcher Studio, and I was having all kinds of issues, but I'm not having the issues now. So I actually am able to do this right now. So I decided, because I wanted to share with you one of my monthly creating card club kits, that I would just do it as a weekly Wednesday project, because we're actually going to make 4 cards right now. And I chose my January kit, which my January kit is Share a Milkshake. So I'm going to put you down here and I'm going to show you those. So for my monthly creating card club kit, the bundle that I chose that month for January was the Share a Milkshake bundle. It is in our January through April mini catalog. And I want to go over my monthly card kits and how it works, because I just started this endeavor and I'm super excited about it. I shouldn't say I just started. I started in October. But I'm really having fun with it, and I really want to share with you with it. So every month I do a monthly card club. It is called Creating Card Club, okay? To sign up and to have the deadline to sign up for that month is always on the 10th of the month. I chose the 10th of the month because it kind of coincides with the paper pumpkin kits, and that way I didn't have different days of the months to figure out and remember different things. So I thought, well, if paper pumpkins always due on the 10th, I'll have my creating card club due on the 10th too. It just kind of, in my brain, that's how it works. So you have until the 10th to sign up for the following month, okay? So this one happens to be January's kit. So everybody had until January 10th to sign up for this class. Once they signed up for this class, they could do it one of two ways. They can either take the kit to go, or they can come to the live class. So I have room in my basement if you are local to me, and you can sign up. I live in Janesville, Wisconsin, and you can sign up. We always have the class the very last Tuesday of the month. So even if there's only 4 or 5, let me rephrase that. If there's 5 weeks in that month, it's not always the 4th Tuesday. It's always the last Tuesday of the month, okay? Unless it falls on a holiday, then it's subject to change. But it's always the last Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. Now, some people like to just come who are local to me, and they take it to go, and that's totally fine. Some like to come to the class. That's totally fine. I've decided that I'm going to actually start coming on the following Thursday. So if it's due by the 10th of the month, and on the very last Tuesday of the month is when we get together and stamp for the live, that Thursday, right after the live, so the last Thursday of the month, or it could be the first Thursday of the beginning of the month, depending how it falls, I'm going to go on my Facebook page, Amanda's Inspiration Station, and I am going to do it live for you. So if you purchase the kit in the monthly subscription with me, you can follow along and stamp with me, which is awesome. And we can stamp together no matter where you're at. And if you don't have the kit, you are more than welcome to watch. It's like a free class and you can enjoy. And you know, if you like the cards, you can do whatever you want. You can case however you want. It's a great class. I really enjoy it. So here's how it works. We already know if you want the kit for that month, you have to subscribe by the 10th. How do you subscribe? You go to amandasinspirationstation.com. That is my blog. At the top, there is a spot that says Creating Card Club. You will click on that. It will give you all the information that you need, and it's going to be the same information I'm going to go over with you today. But there is a subscription button that you can choose. Now, there's two options. One is you're local, you want to come to the class, or you're local and you want to pick up. The monthly class is $35. Okay. If you need it shipped to you, then you would want to pick the one that's $45. That's with your shipping. Your shipping will ship priority mail. Now, let's talk about what's going to be in your kit. Okay, so every month, I actually have this kit right here. I have a kit right here. So this is how your kit will come to you. It comes just like this, okay? So it'll be labeled what bundle or stamp set we're using, and it'll be labeled the month. Now, in your kit, you will have enough supplies to make 2 of each of these cards. So I designed 4 cards, and you will have enough supplies to do 2 of each of them, okay? The other thing that is included in your kit is around $20 to $24 worth of consumable product. Now, this consumable product you will use for your kits, for your cards. It'll be in your kit. You'll use it for your cards, and you will have plenty of stuff to use for other projects afterwards. And then I always throw in a special little treat or something in there. So that's just an extra little gift for me. So for this one with the share a milkshake, I put in, everybody got a French vanilla chocolate cocoa mix. But the consumable products that they got is everyone got iridescent pearls, a package of that. And everyone got the gingham, cottage gingham 6x6 designer series paper. So everybody got that. And then inside there are 4 envelopes here for 4 cards, but all the pieces for this card. So for instance, you're making 2 of these. All the pieces to make 2 of these are in one envelope, including another envelope for your second card. So everything is all included so you don't lose your pieces. Now, the other thing that is also included in my monthly Creating Card Club is a full tutorial. This tutorial has colored pictures, it has the supply list, it has the measurements, and then it has step-by-step instructions on how to make each one of the cards. So this kit was for January. The kit, now I know today is February 13th, so the kit, well, actually 14th. So the kit, actually, no, it's February. I'm recording on February 14th. I'm very sorry. But I'm airing this on Wednesday, the 15th. So I got my days all confused. So for the month of February, the kit that I chose, the stamp set that I chose, we're going to actually, I'll show you these, was the Silly Goose. So if those who wanted to sign up for my kit signed up by February 10th, and they will now make 8 cards. They will make 2 of this card, 2 of this card, 2 of this card, and then 2 of this card. So they'll get their kits. They'll have all their supplies to make this stuff, plus around $20 to $24 worth of consumable product, plus a little treat for me. Okay. Now, we already know now the deadline. We already know the cost. So kits are always ready for pickup or shipped out by the 25th. If the 25th lands on a Sunday, it'll be the 26th, unless I am done early, which I will tell you 9.9% of the time I am done. So then I probably would ship them out that Friday. I actually work at a credit union, and I have a post office that it literally is like 5 minutes from my job. other than my Stampin' Up job. So I would probably just then take it to on my way to work on Friday and have it shipped out if the 25th falls on a Saturday or Sunday. Okay. Now, I'm super excited about this. So let's get started. If anybody has any questions about my monthly kit, please reach out to me. You can message me right on Amanda's Inspiration Station. This is a subscription. However, you can cancel at any time. Anytime you can cancel. And if you do stay for 6 consecutive months with me, you will get a $25 gift certificate, little shopping spree with me. Plus you will get, I actually sew drawstring bags. And so I will also put your product in a little, you'll get one of those little drawstring bags for me as well. So that's an exclusive bag from Amanda's Inspiration Station, along with $25. And that's if you stay 6 consecutive months. They do have to be 6 consecutive months though. So if you do 5 months and then you decide to skip that month, and then you come back the following month, it doesn't count. So it does need to be 6 consecutive months. So $35 a month. $45 if you need it shipped. You get all the supplies. Everything's included, around $20 to $24 worth of consumable product, and a full PDF tutorial email to you. All right. And a little gift, because I always throw in a little gift. All right. So let's get started. Let's stamp. I'm excited to stamp these projects. So let's do this. Let's see which one's first. I have one of each card here. So let's see which one this one is. This one looks like it is this one. So let's stamp this one first. So inside all these cards, I decided to put the second largest scalloped rectangle die inside instead of just doing a regular piece of white, basic white cardstock that you measure 4 by 5 1/4. I decided I just wanted to do something a little bit different. So I have my card base here, and we are using, our card bases are all 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And you can either score it at 4 1/4. Use your bone folder there. All right. So my first layer here is crumb cake. So we're going to go ahead and, you know what, I need to get out my Stampin' seal here. I'm going to place my crumb cake flat to my card. All right. Just like that. And now I have 4 pieces of designer series paper. Now each piece is completely different pattern, and they measure at, oh, by the way, this measures at 4 and 5 1/4. These measure at 1 by 4 1/2. So I'm going to place them flat. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to randomly place these. I am going to overlap them just a little bit. Oops, I got a little glue on my mat, which I hate it when I do that. All right. So I do plan on, like I said, I do plan on doing these live, which is nice because maybe you'll want to grab in your kit and stamp along with us. All right. One thing that I don't do is I do not tell you what your consumable product is, but know that whatever it is to use in your kits. All right. So there's that. We got them flat like that. I have the largest stylish shape dies. This is the largest stitched circle. So we are going to use that. And for the sake of the video, I have gone ahead and did as much die cutting as I could. But we are going to have to stamp and do some die cutting. So right here, we're going to stamp the top part. So let's actually get that out. We're going to use our petal pink here. And we're going to use Sweet Sorbet. And we'll get that out. And then we're also going to stamp Celebrate. We're going to get, I'm just going to use Memento, but you can use Stays On. Doesn't really matter. So for this, let's just stamp the sane. And I'm just going to kind of stamp it over here. This is just a scrap piece, but it does measure a 1/2 inch. Because I'm going to use my paper snips. And I'm actually going to just snip that, just like that. And then I'm actually just going to snip it smaller. Just like that. We're just doing a freestyle right there. All right. So I'm going to, because we're using photopolymer, I'm going to grab my piercing mat. And some yucky paper I got going on here. But I am going to use my piercing mat here. So we need to stamp the top part of this. And I don't see a little spot for our little straw. I know I did it once. Let me see. Is our straw stuck in there? Yes, it is. I'm like, I know that I did this. Okay, so I've already die cutted our straw. But we need to stamp in Sweet Sorbet the little stripes on it. Good thing they're photopolymer, huh? If they were, I would stamp and then die cut. All right, so there's our little straw. Then we have our cherry and our little chocolate. All right, so now we need to do like our ice cream. And I'm doing that in Petal Pink, just like that. And here's our share of Milkshake, because we are going to have to cut this out, die cut it out. So I'm going to get that. There we go. I don't think right now there's anything else that I need for the dies, so I'm just going to keep them in that little pocket or I will lose it. So I'm going to keep that out there. Let's set that aside for a second. So now we need to do the dish. So we're going to use Petal Pink and Sweet Sorbet, and it is 2-step stamping. So I'm going to, oh, hold on. You guys probably cannot see this, but I can. There's actually a little hair on my stamp. And if I don't get it off, I'm going to see a line. And we don't want that. That would drive me crazy. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to stamp this in the center of my circle. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the other part of the dish and I'm going to line this up. And I'm just going to go over top of what I just stamped. Now, one thing that would be nice to do, you could use your Stamparatus to make sure you line it up well. See, like here, I was a little high there. Yeah, let's flip that over. This is what paper's for, right? Two-sided. We get 2 chances. All right. Let's try this one more time. And I do love my Stamparatus. All right, you know what? It's a little low, but we're going to go with it. All right, so I'm going to close these up. Just because if I don't, I will stick my finger in there. I always do. All right, so now we're going to set that aside. So the last thing that we need to do here is we need to run this through our cut and emboss machine. And of course, I'm going to bring out, ooh, the Boho Blue new mini cut and emboss machine, which is completely an new color and completely exclusive. And if you want to know how you can get this, which I'm sure you do want to know how you can get this, you need to purchase the starter kits. So that would be how you would get this cute, adorable little mini, is by purchasing the starter kit. And I would love for you to join our Crafty Cats team. We have so much fun. And that is celebration special only. So you only have until February 28th to get this adorable kit or this adorable mini. Now there are 3 different things that you can do with the kit. There are 3 different ways, and you can find out all that information by going to amandasinspirationstation.com too. All right, I'm going to use some tape here, And the tape I'm using is Low Tack Artist Tape, Scotch 3M here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to place this tape right over my die here so that it doesn't slide around and I don't end up cutting it all like crazy. If you don't have this stuff, you can always use washi tape. I really like this stuff. It's not sticky at all. In fact, when you feel it, you're like, how does that, but it works perfect and I love it. And I actually just bought it on Amazon. So you can just buy that right on Amazon. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. So there's our little piece here. So let's go ahead and let's bring our card back over here and let's build our card now. So I love dimensionals. So of course we're going to pop this up and I'm going to put one in the center and so I'm going to place this right in the center of our card here. I'm also going to put dimensionals on the back of our little ice cream here. I don't want to cover up this little slit because I want to be able to tuck my straw in there. Oops, I dropped it. I feel like I'm doing surgery here. Maybe I should have put my straw in there first. There we go. All right, so I want to tuck my little straw in there, just like that. And then I'm going to use a tiny bit of green glue here. And you can use a mini glue dot too if you wanted to. I'm just going to use green glue. And I'm just going to do a tiny little dot here because, you know, dot, dot, not a lot. I'm going to place that there. And then I'm going to use dimensionals one more time to pop this up. I'm just going to go over across it like that. And then I have these iridescent pearls. Oh, who here loves these? I love this whole iridescent stuff. The flat pearls too. So these are in the annual catalog. But the flat pearls, oh my gosh, I love them too. I use them so much. I just love them. All right. I'm going to randomly put one there. I'm going to randomly put one up there. There we go. There is our first card. Super cute. Love the milkshake. Super cute. Okay. So, all right. Now, let's see what card is next. All right. So the next card that we have that we are going to do is this one right here. Life is Sweeter with You in It. Again, we have our card base, 5.5 by 8.5. You can score it right at 4 1/4. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Oh, stop. We forgot to put this on the inside. So if you want to stamp a saying, by all means, I would stamp first. Oops, wrong one. But if not, you can just put it right in there and put it flat, just like that. I think something that's really cute, that would be cute inside, is just to stamp a little cherry. Just so you have a little something in there. So you have the little cherry. All right. All right, so for this one, let's do the same thing. Let's stamp that little cherry. You could stamp these cherries on your outer envelopes too, or you could use this paper here and you could put some glue right here and you could, granted, not this piece because this piece is for the card, but you have extra in this kit. There are extra, you have a full pack of this. So you could decorate your envelopes to match so that it looked like this to match your card. All right, so let's go ahead and let's put this on the inside. And we'll center that too. Just like that. And then we have our designer series paper that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to place that flat on the front of our card. Just like that. Now we have a couple extra pieces here. Let's get my envelope out of the way. So I've already cut the little spoon. Now I have the second to largest scallop rectangle die out of the scallop contour dies. I love them so much. And then this piece right here actually measures at 2.5. I don't know if I have my ruler here. This is my icky ruler that I don't like very much. So it measures at 2.5 by 3 3/4. So we do need to stamp on this because we're going to stamp at the bottom. We're going to stamp the saying here. So let's go ahead and stamp that. There's that. And then on this scrap piece of white, we're going to stamp a couple different things. First of all, we need to stamp the base of the dish. So we're going to stamp that. And I'm doing that in crumb cake. Then we are going to stamp the ice cream. And I'm going to, sorry, I need to move this little mini because I need to clean this off. So there we go. All right, so let's stamp that. And we're going to use mint macaron for that. And I'm leaving some space between it so that when I put the dies on it, it actually has room. And we're going to do a cherry where I can run it all at the same time through. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this back on here. We're going to put our little tape here. We're going to get out the other dies that we need. Like this little cherry die that I thought I lost. So I ended up buying. I couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, I searched my desk high and low. I thought for sure I threw it away. So I bought another set of these dies only for afterwards for me to find it. Yep. Happens to me all the time. I think I lose something and then if I replace it, I find it. And I don't even want to tell you where I found it. I really don't because you're going to be like, what? I like found it in this. Like it was like wedged in the corner and every time I looked in there, I didn't see it. Yeah, see, I told you I didn't want to tell you. Okay, so let's bring out our really cute mini again. Now that we have these all taped, okay, so we have them all taped. We're going to put them in there and we're going to run this through one time. There we go. All right. I will tell you, I love my big cut and emboss machine, but when I'm doing videos and I'm able to use my mini, I love that. We're just going to set them over here with the tape on them so I don't lose them. I do not need to lose that little cherry again. Oh, and while I'm sharing my silliness, let me also just state that I have one of these lovely dishes that you can buy at Menards, your local hardware store. Home Depot probably has it, Harbor Freight. And look at, it's so that I can put my little dies in there and I don't lose them. Yep. I mean, in my defense, I really didn't lose it. I just didn't pay any attention to it was in the bin. I clearly don't look very well. All right, so we're going to place this flat right inside there. And then I'm going to place this one flat, the dish, but I'm going to pop up I'm going to pop up this, and I have my little spoon. Oh boy, I did have my little spoon. It was right here. Oh no. It like kept sticking to my card too, and I kept pushing it aside. Seriously, what is going on today? Oh, you guys, it's probably stuck to me somewhere. See, you know what? I'm going to put these back in here because, again, I'm going to leave the spoon out just in case I have to make another spoon. Because you never know. All right, let's see here. Let's put my cherry on there. Let's put my spoon over there. Where's my card base? Well, you know what? We're cutting a spoon out. You know, you guys probably can see it and I just can't. So there's that. So let me grab a piece of scrap. And I did black. So let me just grab a piece of that. I'll just cut out another one. And the second I do this, we're going to find it because, yeah, that's what happens. Or not. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to stick this back in the little bin here. There we go. All right. There's my spoon. We're going to set that right there. Well, geez, and now I'm knocking the cards over and everything. Okay. Oh, welcome back to the friendly program here. All right. So let's put this spoon. We're going to tuck it right in there. Now, if you want to make sure that your spoon stays, I have a little tip here. I will take a mini glue dot and I just place it like right over so that half of it is on the spoon, half of it is behind on the ice cream part. And it doesn't really matter. You're going to turn around and you're going to put, I mean, really, you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. You probably could just put your dimensionals there, but I kind of like that I can secure it a little bit. All right, so we're going to pop that up on there like that. And then I'm actually going to use a mini glue dot because we're going to pop up the cherry too. So I do want a mini glue dot there. We're going to pop that up. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this or not on this card, but we're going to use a little Wink of Stella because, well, I generally don't do very many projects without Wink of Stella because I just want the cherry to have some glitter. There we go. All right. Voila. Now, I probably should have done that after I put it. That's okay. Here, let's put we'll put our pearls on first then. And we'll do, I like to do 2 pearls, always angling. I don't know why I do that. It's kind of my thing. I like it. And I like to do where they're different sizes. So then I'm going to flip this over because we're going to use dimensionals to pop it up. All right. And then we have this, the second card is done. We're going to center that there. There you have it. Card number 2 done. All right. Card 1, card 2. These are so cute. I just love them. Okay. Let's find card 3. And I've got the envelopes here. So we'll set those aside. So what's next? What card is next? Looks like this card is next here. All right. So for the third card we are going to make is this one, which I don't know. This one's probably this is probably my favorite out of all of them. I don't know. It's just cute. Probably because I really like the saying that says you're the cherry on top and I love hearts. I don't know. It's a toss-up. I think they're really cute. Okay, so let's go ahead. I have pieces here. Oh, look, there's a spoon right there. Let's see if I can remember to keep it there. All right, again, card base, 5.5 by 8.5. Score it at 4 1/4. Now, this is our inside, so let's go ahead and let's stamp that cute little cherry in there. I'm liking that little cherry in there. And we're going to place this flat right on the inside. Now, this card has a lot more pieces to it, has some layers. So this piece here is 3 3/4 by 5. And I did it smaller so that the black card base would be more of a thicker, like give it more of a thicker matte look. And I ran this through the 3D Hive embossing folder, which, by the way, right now, that is actually a celebration item. So if you purchase $50, you can actually pick that Hive embossing folder as a celebration item. So that's kind of a win-win if you don't have it. I love it. All right. Again, we used the second to largest scallop die, only this time I did it with the designer series paper, and I'm going to place that flat too. So I'm just placing that flat just like that. Now I have some pieces here. So we did the little waffle. I have that. I have the circle. I already cut out some of the ice cream. I have the dish. And I have the spoon and the hearts and the cherry. So these are mostly all the dies on this card. So if you look, I really am not stamping anything except for the saying. I really just use the dies for all these cards, which is a really nice way of also doing cards. So let's go ahead and stamp this. This right here, it is a 1/2-inch circle punch. Or you can use your 1/2-inch circle die from your layering dies. So that, however you want to do it is up to you. If, you know, we have it in our layering dies and I have it in my punch in front of me, I'm going to use my punch in front of me because, well, the punch is easy to use. All right, so for this one, let's build this. So I'm just going to take my Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to do like 2 little spots here. And I'm going to just kind of place this over. Now, yes, it's still sticky here, but we're going to place all these dies over it, so it's not going to matter. You're not going to have it where it's sticky. So I'm going to use my dimensional, and I'm going to make my little sundae here, and we're going to do dimensional here and here. Just like that. And then we're going to flip this over and we're going to do dimensional there and there. And I want to place this over far enough so that you don't see the slit on this one. Now on this one, it's okay to see the slit because I'm going to put this in there, the spoon in there, which again, I should really put the spoon in before I put this in here. I feel like it's a lot easier to do that. So you know what, I'm going to peel this off a minute because I had already placed a dimensional down and now I can't get it in there. So tip, put your spoon in there first and then place it down. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to use a mini for the cherry. I'm going to place that over there like that. All right. So now I'm going to flip this over and we're going to pop this up too because I am never shy with dimensionals ever. It is like something I use all the time. All right. So we're going to like just kind of center it like that. Then we're going to take our little circle, our little 1/2-inch circle here that we stamped the saying on. You're the cherry on top. And I'm going to use that right off to the side here. With this one, I'm just going to use a little glue here. Dot, dot, not a lot. Don't need a bunch of glue squirting out everywhere. And I'm just going to kind of place that there. And then for this one, I'm actually just going to put a little dot right there. And then we'll put this here. Now these hearts are from this bundle here. And what's nice about them is it's one die, but it cuts out 3 different size hearts. All right, look, there is our third card. So cute. Look at that. We got to add our little pearl. So I'm just going to take a small pearl and I'm actually just going to put it on the cherry. Just like that. There we go. Third card. All right. So fourth and final card, we have a little waffle cone. So again, I like this little waffle cone. I've seen some cute things with it. And this is the die. So I'm going to bring this up a little bit. So see how it has the score lines on it? I really, really like that. So I like to just kind of put my finger behind it like this. So I'm just kind of putting my finger here behind it, and then I'm kind of folding it down. And I do that on both sides. There we go. So that way it's just like this. Okay. All right. So let's set that aside. Let's do our, we got some pieces here. Let's do our card base again. So I think one thing I did not mention is that on the 25th of every month, yes, the kits get shipped out or you can pick up unless you're coming to the live. If the live's on like the 27th or the 28th, I'm going to leave your kit at my house because you're going to come straight to my house and make your cards. But also on the 25th, I am going to start coming on with a quick little video showing you the cards for that following month's kit. So for March, for instance, well, let's backtrack just a second. So for February, around February 25th, I am going to release a video showing you what March's kit, what we're going to use for March's kit. Okay. Now, I can't tell you right now what we're going to use for March's kit because I haven't designed that yet. That is on my list to design this weekend. I've actually, last weekend, I worked on cutting all of my projects for my Stamping Day Getaway Spring Retreat. My daughter, Ellie, she helped me. She helps me a lot. She did almost all the die cutting, which, I mean, it took her 3 hours to do. And I did all the cutting of the bases of the cards. We were busy. I worked Friday night. I worked all day on Saturday into Saturday evening until like midnight. And then I came back and I worked yesterday all the way up until like 2 o'clock. So I did finally get it all cut. I'm super excited about these projects. So yeah, so that's this March's creating card kit is this weekend. So all I did here is I just kind of angled my things. I do wish I would have put this up a little bit higher. In fact, you know what? I think I might, since it's coming up so easy. Let's see here. I wish and I'm just angling them differently. There. We'll just do it like that. There we go. Look at that. All right, so I just kind of angled them in different angles. And this one here is also part of the scallop contour dies, but this one is not the same size as this one. This one is the second to largest. This one is the third to largest. So we are going to use this one over here. But first we need to stamp on there. And I'm doing Be My Valentine. There we go. So we're going to do that. And that's really all the stamping that we're doing on this one. Oh, I'm not telling the truth. We need to stamp a cherry. So let me just, you know what, here. Oh, and you know what? I have another scrap, but because I have still pieces on open spots there, I'm just going to do that. So let's stamp another cherry. And then we'll run this through our mini. So we got to get our little cherry die out here. We'll bring back the mini. All right. So there is a little trick sometimes with the mini. Have you ever like gone to put your plates in and you've sandwiched your plates like this and you go to put it in and then it turns and you can't get it to work? Well, if that happens, it's because you have the plates lined up perfectly like this. They're actually on these plates. There's like angled, all of them are angled at the edge. It's so that you can pull it forward just a little bit. That little bit, just the top one, not all of them, it's to help grip it. So see now how I gripped it? Well, there we go. I gripped it right there. So now it actually can go through. I don't know if anybody struggles with that. I know sometimes I do because I get in a hurry when I'm crafting and I just go to town with it. All right, so let's stick this back over there. All right, so there's my little cherry. All right, I got some little stuff here. All right, let's use our dimensionals and let's pop this up first because then we'll build our little ice cream cone, our little waffle cone. All right. So we're just going to kind of put that over to the side like that. Now I have this little waffle cone. So I cut a piece of, there's another die in here. So there's this die, which we've used already, like that. But there also is a die for this one, and that's what this one's from. So I used that die, and that's in here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a dimensional behind this ice cream here. And I'm going to kind of place it right on in there. And I could have, if I go like this, you can see there's a little spot there. You can do a couple different things. You can either lower this, or you could actually put another, like just take some scrap that you have and put some further down in there. Another thing too I could have done is I could have layered another one of these. In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's grab a scrap of our petal pink because I have lots of scraps of this. Here's a scrap. Let's bring this out. Let's make another little scoop here. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing another scoop. Oops, I was like, oh, where'd that die go? I swear with this set, I'm like paranoid every time I pull it out now. I'm always like, oh my gosh, should I lose that piece? Which I don't know why I'm so paranoid about it. I have an extra set now. But you know what? Maybe I'll do it as a giveaway. Maybe that's what I'll start doing is when I do these videos. For those who subscribe that month, their name goes in a drawing to win something. Oh, I like that idea. I like it even more that I just came up with it. Okay, so let's run that through our little mini here. All right. So let's do this. First of all, let me see if is this low enough? Not quite. All right, let's move this down just a little bit. And then let's use dimensionals again. We're just going to kind of layer it even more. Do I like that? You guys, I don't like that. Okay, I have an idea. What if we angle it a little? We do like this and like this. And then we make it, oh, there. Well, that's cute. Now, we can put chocolate on one of them. Which one should we do? Maybe chocolate on the back one and then put the cherry. Let's see here. Let's pick up my cherry. Put it like that, or maybe put the cherry on the other side. Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, let's get some glue on here. Put out my little green glue here, and we'll just do a little on here. And then let's do a little dot there. We'll put our little cherry there. And then actually what I did to close this is I actually just used dimensionals to close. So I'm going to fold that over like that. And then I'm going to place another dimensional on the left-hand side. And I'm just going to go like that. And then I'm going to use dimensionals again because, again, I love dimensionals. And so I did 3 of them. And I'm going to place this like that. Now, I want Wink of Stella on my cherry because I like the cherry glittery. And then we need to add our little pearls. We'll add some pearls wherever you want. There we go. All right. Oh, look at this, you guys. I need to put this die away. See? I'm going to find that spoon when I'm cleaning up. That's when I'm going to find that spoon. All right. So let's look at our cards here. These are the cards that we made today. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just think, in your kit, this is what this kit involved. 8 of these cards, a full package of these iridescent pearls, a full pack of the 6x6 country gingham in this kit, plus all the pieces are prepped and cut for you. You also get a PDF emailed to you, a full PDF tutorial, and you always get a little gift from me. $35. $45 if you need it shipped. All right. And remember, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would be more than happy to answer any questions for you. All right. I hope you guys all enjoyed these cards as much as I did. These cards are so fun. I love this bundle. It is truly, it's probably my favorite bundle out of this. It's a tie between this one and the Sweet Citrus. It is a tie between the two of those. I mean, there's lots of other bundles in this mini catalog that I adore too, but these two are probably tied. They're tied. Of course, my favorite stamp set is the Love Cat, so we'll have to just throw that out there. But thank you guys all so much for watching this. If you like the video, hit like. Please hop on over to Amanda's Inspiration Station. If you have any questions about the monthly Creating Card Club, I would be more than happy to answer. Also, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everything. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.